He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Jonas Sanker in from the secondary, making that stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Dak to the air here. His first throw is an interception. Justin Reed has the INT. Take over deep in enemy territory. He's out inside the 30 on the INT. How quickly things can change, huh? From kickoff to now, already looking at an entirely different picture, Brock. They get the interception, and they're going to take over in perfect position to score our first points.
You know, we talk about scripting for offense all the time, but flip it around. That could not be a better script for this defense, not just to get a stop, but to take the ball away and now set your offense up for success.
A gain of 15 there, and that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down. Chuck's going to throw here. He's brought down. They got him at the 25. Donovan Ezeraku. And that brings up 4th now and 21.
This defense, they might give up some points here on this opening drive, but they're doing their best with that pressure to not let it be 6.
Off the play fake. Here's Chuck. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. Screen here for Williams. He turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up 2nd and short.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Great start on that 1st down. Only need 2 here on 2nd. They'll run in here with Jaden Blue. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
He's got it. Complete to Pickett. He's brought down. Play goes for, looks like about 11 yards. And that's going to get Dallas the 1st down. We've finished 1 quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at 1st down here. They go with Williams on the counter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Williams gets there first and still running. And he has it almost to the red zone, down at the 21-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
to throw. Here's Dak. That's caught by Williams. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But when the veteran QB said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
On second down, Dak. Into the hands of Flanoy, complete. And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, Brock, still awaiting our first points of this game, and we've arrived at our 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
Down by Kool-Aid McKinstry. A 4-yard loss on the play. Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Cut near the goal line. He's going to score. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb finishing off a 9.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold on the move to his left. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play 1.
Now Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it will be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. Now they snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now Prescott. There's Flanoy. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 on the Seahawks' 28-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Seahawks' 26-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Over the middle, there's Flanoy. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Now Prescott. And he's going to be swallowed taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
4th down and goal.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown, Dallas.
Luke Schoonmaker from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
The kick is good.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
You could see that this quarterback recognized the blitz before the ball was even snapped. So he just dumped it off to his check down and let it pick up a few for the 1st down.
Motion left, Cup. Darnold now to throw. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
At the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Block now to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Donovan Ezaraku. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. First throw now for the backup lock. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. To throw is Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. Prescott now. He'll swing this out to Blue. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing, Prescott. Flush to his right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And some room to roam now. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Velus Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Milton now to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Here's Prescott. He finds Pickens over the middle. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 15. First down, Cowboys.
Here's Prescott. They will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defensive coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
A gain of 15. First down, Dallas.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams, 24 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken a third quarter lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 14-10.
Seahawks 10. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. We couldn't ask for much more at this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. Darnold from the gun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
So now third and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw, Darnold. Looking end zone for Jones. And he's got it. Caught him in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. The famous Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where he swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Prescott. This one swung out to Williams. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. They try the left side here with Williams. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 74 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Javonte Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And that falls to the ground incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Darnold to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to...
Oh, he had to force it there on fourth down, and it's intercepted. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 5.
Here's Prescott.
Second and goal at the 8-yard line.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Prescott's pass.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Javonte Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here's first and 10. Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's first down.
10 yards. That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10.
Here's Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darian Kendrick. And the Cowboys are going to